In a world full of ocean and one island with minimal resources, there was I. Nothing to start with but 2 chickens and a piece of wood, some grass, sand, and water. Around the island is infinite. Sunken ships, ruined portals, and a whole bunch of other stuff that I can find. I decided to take up this challenge. Will I beat the game? I don't know. Day 1, on this cold, sunny day. So, just to start, I was looking for seeds because that way I could start a wheat farm. And then I got the tree too. Then I just got some dirt, hoping to expand my island some more because I was hoping that eventually mobs would start spawning because I couldn't get a bed. And I had to be pretty strategic here. I had little resources and I had to make the best out of them. And then I decided to make so I could finally at least get a little bit of food. And then I went and headed back to my base, obviously, and then I cracked these eggs a little bit. I decided it's time to finally use my wood, and I made the big move of making a crafting table. It was so nice to finally be able to make food, real food, instead of rotten flesh. And then I went ahead and expanded my island some more, because you know what they say about big bases. Big bases, big. And then I just did a little digging just to make sure there wasn't like a chest or anything, and then as the sun started to set, I saw the horizon getting smaller, and then I decided to go and explore the ocean because I needed to find stuff. I had already been playing for like 20 minutes, and then I had to turn around because I couldn't find anything, and then I went back out. And then I was losing all hope, and then I thought my eyes were deceiving me at first, but I found a ruined portal. I didn't think this day would come. It's only day 2, but I didn't think it'd happen. I didn't find that good of stuff in there, but it was decent for what I needed. Believe it or not, it gets better. I actually found a shipwreck, and then I saw a creeper and it exploded, but it didn't hurt me. It did a little bit. I found a compass and a few other things, and then this baby drowned, kept trying to kill me. This isn't over for it. And then after that, I don't know, I just decided to take some of the boats away. That way I had wood, because that's really beneficial. I continued looking for the chest and stuff, and I found pretty decent stuff in there. Coal, wheat for more food. I found a little bit of armor, and then I got some more wood, and then I found another chest. That baby drowned, came back too, like a bitch. And then I found another chest. I found some great stuff in here, actually. Dude, I had so much hope when this happened. So I went back to my base. I picked up the eggs, crafted everything that I needed, all the tools and stuff like that, and then I planted my first plant. This might seem like a small milestone to you guys, but it's not. It's big. It's not the only big thing. The tree that grew right next to me beyond my own eyes is also big. Look at this. Look at that thing. And then I ate that baby's mother. And then I set out yonder again and found another shipwreck, except this time it had even better stuff. In the first chest, I just found a whole bunch of food and stuff that I could reproduce and crop and stuff like that. And then I found iron and iron ingots. Really great stuff. I set forth back to my house, and then I was trying to read this treasure map, and I didn't know how to read it. It's got like bumps in it, and I'm not that smart. And then I crafted my iron ingots into iron, and then I made a pickaxe because I wanted to go mining and get some stuff, and I also did some cropping. If that makes sense. I planted my food, to put it that way, and then I almost drowned, and then I figured it'd be smart to make a door, so that way I could go underwater and then use the door and then be able to breathe. I'm not really sure what all the noises behind me are, but obviously I didn't care that much. And then I decided to go underwater in the caves to see if there's anything good, and I ended up squaring up with a drowned, and I actually got a fishing rod from it, which is pretty good. That drowned didn't know what it had coming. Look at it. It was all like buffed up. It didn't stand a chance. And then I found another boat in my deep sea dive. The paper was kind of bad, but the other chest had a bunch of iron in it, and that's just great. Then when I got back, I started a mining tunnel, and my torch got stuck, and then it was unstuck, and wow, isn't that satisfying? And then these chickens wouldn't stop getting stuck, so not only did I have to save one chicken by putting blocks, I had to save 2 chickens. I had to save 2 of them. Then I went back up to the world, to the base, and to my knowledge, there was a tree. So I tore both of them down, to my glory. The wood, the leaves, sticks and apples. It's like an all-you-can-eat buffet, just with wood. Here's the second chicken. And then that guy got out, and then yeah. Then I decided to do a little bit of mining. I found that chest that I was looking for because I had this gut feeling that there was going to be a chest somewhere, and it had a diamond. That's a great start. It had iron, gold, ingots. It had every ore that I could get. So I went back down and I continued looking for diamonds because I needed a diamond pickaxe in order to mine obsidian. And then I did end up dying. So that's really unfortunate. And then I did find my stuff again. And then when I got back down there, I was just looking for more stuff. I think I found another diamond. And then I finally decided to craft a sword. Then I did what anyone would do. I went fishing. I ended up finding a snail shell and a enchanted book. That beautiful breeze in the ocean. You know, the rain dropping, pelting down on the water above. You know, it's beautiful. And as I was sitting here thinking about that portal I found earlier, it had 10 blocks exactly, and that's the amount that I need for a portal. And so I thought to myself, I'd go back for it, because I think I already had a few pieces, and I just needed 3 more. So I could just, round it all up and make a portal. And then I made wood. I made wood out of bamboo, which is great. That's a good way to just limit my resources here. And then I went back and I was like looking around and I was like, whoa, what's that funny thing on the ground? That's a weird looking block. And it was diamonds. It was more diamonds. And at last, I was able to make a diamond pickaxe. Look at the sun. Beautiful, charming, glowing. The chickens in the background. Multiple families. The bamboo. So scenic. Anyway, I went back to the portal. And there we go. I got all of it. And then I started building this awesome portal. And then one of my chickens actually jumped into it, which I was hoping they wouldn't do. And now's the moment I'm realizing I lost my flint and steel when I died. It didn't take me that long to find more flint, which is good. So yeah, and then here's the chicken. Bye chicken, I guess. So in the Nether, when I got in there, I tried killing these guys for some food and some pork chops, and they were burning, so they'd be like cooked, and then they tried killing me. And then I just took a little gander around my surroundings, didn't see anything, so I went back to the overworld. In the overworld, I finally made some armor, and I also made a shield and just a whole bunch of other stuff so that I could get ready for the Nether, because once I go in the Nether, I'm not coming back out. So I'm taking the portal with me because I don't have enough and I don't know my way back, because for the life of me I can't figure out how to get coordinates up. Then this stupid little pig guys kept trying to get me, and so I almost died to those guys already. Over the next long, hot 40 minutes I spent trying to find this fortress, going over lava, fighting mobs, doing everything in my right power, even going back to the overworld, going back out, going back in, surfing the water, finding new places, shipwrecks, and so many other things. Then I went back in again, and my spawn was so bad, I immediately turned around and went back to the overworld. In the overworld, I continued surfing the blue waters, exploring the things, and then when I least expected it, I spawned directly in the fortress. So I decided to be a little careful and go all the way around, and then I finally found a spot where I could walk and run, and I had to dodge these blazes a little bit and then get down safely and not lose much health, because by this point I was out of food. So if anything happened, I was a goner. And then I saw that lava particles were like dripping down, and I had to make sure I didn't catch on fire. So I ate some potatoes, my last potatoes, and then I broke that block, and I ended up right in the middle of a bunch of blazes. So I had to fight them off, block myself in quickly because these blazes were beating me up, dude. And so once I blocked myself in, I went ahead and ate my apple because that was just my last hope. That was my last hope. And then I almost died to the lava right here. And then, I kept having to fight. There was more and more every time I came out. Like, I kept trying to, like, get them through the hole, because they couldn't, like, get me because of blocks. It was so intense. They just kept throwing. I kept hitting and hitting and hitting. And it seemed like almost nothing was working. They were dropping blaze rods, but they just kept spawning, and I couldn't get from there to the spawner. So I just started making like little itty bitty tunnels throughout to get like more over, because they kept getting me. So I didn't know what to do. I mean, my only hope was just to go in there and like just try to win. I couldn't do anything else. So over the next painful minutes. Over the next painful minutes, I just spent my time trying to get through these blazes because nothing I was doing was working. They just kept coming. Like, I tried so hard. The effects of the apple were starting to wear off too. Like, things weren't looking good. Because if I died, this was it. The challenge was over. Okay, let me not be dramatic about it. But yeah, this was crazy because they just wouldn't stop. They wouldn't stop. It was fireball after fireball after fireball. So I kept persevering through. I told myself I could do it. I just kept blocking them in. And I was just slowly making my way over there. But, like, dude, these things were tough. I don't know what they bought, like, what they, like, got in this new update. But it's crazy. Like, it's insane how, like, hard, like, aggressive these things are. And then I almost died again from lava, but luckily my cat-like reflexes blocked it. And then I just kept fighting these blazes, and they just kept fighting me too. And then when I thought all was going well, when I was building my tunnels, I was so desperate. I was eating rotten flesh. I was in the trenches. Like, things were getting bad and desperate. And then whenever I thought it couldn't get any worse, I made the great big mistake of getting in the blaze's way, and it hit me, and I caught on fire, and then I died. All my progress had been lost. The challenge was over, but I'm not going down without a fight, and I'm impatient. I'm tired of this. I spent way too long trying to get this. I spent way too long trying to get here to not beat the dragon. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This took so long to make. If you liked this video, you'll probably like my other videos. I do streams and other stuff like that, and always feel free to join. I'll be able to beat Minecraft one day, whether it's in a challenge, a stream, or just in general. I'll get there. One day I'll get there.